People, welcome back to the channel Dancehall Info, where you get your latest information on dancehall. And round here we talk facts, nothing fictional at all. And in this one we're going to compare two stalwarts, Buju Banton and vybz Kartel. And yes, to my younger audience, Buju Banton was a stalwart, and you can say he is still a stalwart. Not to go off on a tangent, but even vybz Kartel himself said he basically named himself off Buju Banton. vybz Kartel first dancehall name was Adi Banton. And as it said in the thumbnail, the comparison will be about their time spent behind bars, or you could say their journey to freedom. But before I get started, I want to just say thank you to all that have been supporting my channel. And if you're new here, you can join the team, hit the subscribe button. And in the same breath, I just want to ask everybody who viewing this, just please like it. If I get 10 views, I don't care. I just want to see 10 likes, alright? I've never gotten 500 likes on a single video, and I'd like you guys to help me achieve that milestone, okay? Well, we're gonna get into the video right now. The last few days epitomized spectacles as several fans celebrated the release and acquittal of dancehall giant vybz Kartel. The last time the nation experienced this frenzy was in December 2018 when Buju Banton was released from a US state pen. Banton was welcomed home by scores of fans along Palisades and the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, while vybz Kartel was welcomed by fans blanketing Tower Street and King Street in Kingston. Though both men are pillars of recorded Jamaican music, there are stark differences between their walk to freedom. What are those stark differences, you might be asking yourself right now? Don't worry, I'm going to let you know. First, most obviously, the conviction and circumstances behind their release. In the case of the Gargamel, which is Buju Banton, he was arrested in December 2009, months after meeting a convicted drug trafficker who sought to organize a cocaine deal for him. Footage of the reggae singer, whose given name is Mark Myrie, licking a dab of cocaine and commenting, "I like it," to an informant was part of the evidence used to convict him in 2011. It took 2 trials to convict the Destiny Hitmaker, which he maintained was a government conspiracy to take him down. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison at the Macrae Correctional Facility, but got a revised release date for December 8, 2018. As for the world boss, his freedom came through an overturned conviction and acquittal following a retrial hearing. The bail for me DJ, whose given name is Adidja Palmer, was arrested in September 2011 and charged with possession of marijuana, before later being charged with the murder of businessman Barrington Burton. He was found not guilty of the latter in July 2013, but remained in lockup in connection with a second murder, the case of Clive Lizard Williams. Over 65 days, the jury selection trial saw Kartel and 4 accused face the prosecution's allegations of attacking Williams and Lamar Chow over missing guns. Chow escaped, but Williams was never seen again. Kartel, DJ Sean Storm Campbell, Kyra Jones and Andre St. John's were found guilty in March 2014, with the former given a life sentence with parole eligibility after 35 years. The 4th accused was found not guilty. The men challenged this before the Court of Appeal in March 2017, but it was dismissed in April 2024, reduced sentence. By September, Kartel and his co-accused were granted conditional leave to appeal their conviction before the UK Privy Council. This led to their conviction being overturned in March 2024 on the basis of a miscarriage of justice on one incident of juror misconduct. The Privy Council deferred to the Jamaican courts in determining his release or retrial, and he walked free on the eve of Emancipation Day, July the 31st, 2024. The next thing is the music activity. Kartel released music throughout his prison stint, Buju didn't. Conversations bandied about now is about Kartel's post-prison concert, similar to Banton's National Stadium held Long Walk to Freedom concert months after his release. The biggest difference here is Kartel has a plethora of hits Gaza fans have never seen him perform, like Fever, Coloring This Life, Any Weather, and Come Home, all released during his time behind bars. Banton's concert was primarily filled with songs fans were used to seeing him perform. Indeed, anticipation was high for his post-prison music, but tracks like Trust and Buried Alive never measured up to the replay value of songs Kartel dropped while locked up. Note, the latter came with controversy. Kartel was constantly investigated for illegally recording music behind bars, a claim he scoffed at in a 2020 Billboard magazine interview. The DJ has maintained that he had an extensive archive of unreleased records before his lockup, despite the presence of modern-day slangs in his music over the last 13 years. The next thing is online presence. Kartel maintained a robust online presence behind bar. Buju didn't. Kartel didn't hesitate to post content on his Instagram page merely minutes after walking out of the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. It was the first time fans were seeing a video or photo of Kartel in real time that wouldn't warrant an investigation, like when he reportedly went live with Russian in 2020. He was active on social media during the 13 years, so his latest posts are a continuation of that, except he can now show his face without legal sanctions. Banton, on the other hand, didn't have activity on his Instagram profile until the year of his release. While at his post-prison upload was a video of him enjoying Freedom Streets with fiancée Sidem Öztürk, Banton opted for a photo bearing a statement from his publicist. Kartel's relationship with socials has been more intimate, sharing everything from new music, fans posts, his kids, current lady love, and ex-wife Tanisha Shorty Johnson. He's also occasionally commented on other matters of social injustice and politics, as well as sharing his thoughts on his appeal process. A few days after being freed, the entertainer archived all posts prior to his acquittal, while Buju Banton, since his release, has taken a more polished approach to keeping a certain aesthetics on his account. Indeed, he has gone live to blast the government performance, but for the most part, his content has maintained a respectable distance from intimacy, keeping a standard of glossy photo shoots, high-resolution videos, and a PR campaign for his online shop. Our next aspect is remorse. Kartel first words urge youths to steer clear of crime. Banton danced around his conviction. Banton's time in the pen is an elephant in the room that he pretends never happened. Ahead of his release, a statement shared on his social media indicates that he only wants to be associated with his music. The statement read, "In light of the adversity I have encountered, I feel the need to stress that my only desire going forward is peace and love. I only want to be associated with my craft. Having survived, I want to share the good news and strength of my music. I just want to continue making music, which I have devoted my life to. I look forward to the opportunity to say a personal thanks to my fans and everyone who supported me." He continued to speak about his conviction with vagueness, telling The Guardian in 2020 that prison was an improvised hell that he got through by reading, meditating, and reflecting on life. Last year, Twins of Twins, Curly said Banton was attempting to rewrite history by not addressing the cloud over his head, and that he is in no position to criticize wrongdoing until he admits his own. While Kartel has not admitted to the allegation he was convicted for, he hasn't hesitated to warn folks about getting entangled in criminality. He said, and I quote, "Me I tell the youth them for stay out of fuckery while walking out of the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. Tell the youths them for stay out of crime, bridging. It no worth it, a waste of life and a waste of time, brother," he continued. And the next thing we're going to compare is the work ethics of both artists. When Kartel got outside, he was really outside. The dancehall era had already established himself as a businessman before lockup, launching products like a rum line, condom brand, party series, reality show, and co-authoring a book with Michael Dawson. Hours after his release, Kartel pumped up the promotion for his new grabber line, Fire Vibes, which was previously launched in April. A 12-track EP, first week out, was also released, featuring prior release similar to his Party With Me EP in May. In Banton's case, he waited a few months before announcing any business venture or releasing new music. And pertaining to business ventures, he led with merch like Athleisure Wear on his website. As for music, Banton's post-prison debut came in May 2019, a reunion with longtime producer Donovan Germain on Country for Sale.